Hello, 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 my lovely friends. Thank you for joining me here on A Journey in Light. My name is Joy. Hello. Today we are doing a pick a card on what can you expect in the week ahead. Just kind of some energies you can look at, some things to keep in mind, all that kind of stuff. And I'll also be pulling charms and letters at the end of each pile, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And I wanted to take a quick moment to thank Taylor for sending this deck in for the channel for all of us to enjoy as I break things. It's very cool, and we do have a card in each pile from the Sacred Spirit reading cards. I have the book out, so depending on how the messages come through, I might look in, because obviously it's a new deck for me, I might look more into what the actual description is. Not sure, kind of see what happens, so I'm just going to leave that right there. So we have 3 piles for you today. We have pile 1, which is this green serpentine or serpentine. I always say that wrong. You guys know that. Number 2 is my Eye of Shiva, which is a fossilized shell. And pile 3 is my favorite little blue origami bird making an appearance. It hasn't been around in a while. So take a moment, take a deep breath, go with whichever pile you're drawn to the most. If you're drawn to more than one, then you can have messages in more than one pile. Maybe you're going to have a really big week, or maybe there's something in one pile. You know, I can only do so much to make it personal for everyone, so you could just have a little point in another pile. So if you're feeling drawn to more than one, feel free to watch them more than one. Also, sometimes people pick by the timestamps. Those will be in the description box below, and those are a link. You can just click on them and they will take you straight to the section of the video that is your pile as well. So again, pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. So take a moment, take a deep breath, and I will see you at your pile. Thanks, guys. Tilt that a little bit. Sorry, I'm making a mess over here. If anyone's sitting in between this, I'm going to get started on this pile, I swear. I'm just trying to get some of this other distraction out of the view. Okay. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 1. You guys picked my serpentine. It's really cool crystal that me and a couple friends have all had the same experience. When we hold it, it makes our heart chakra vibrate. It's also really cool for Kundalini rising kind of stuff. So very, very cool. If anyone else has had that experience holding serpentine for a while, if you start feeling it in your heart chakra, feel free to let me know. I'm always really curious about that. Okay, so we are going over what you guys can expect in the week ahead. First, we are going to pull your tarot cards to see the overall energy. So you guys got 4 of Swords and the Moon. All right, so, okay. A lot of contemplation, a lot of really being in your head. I know this 4 of Swords looks a little more, I don't want to say stressful than the traditional, but she looks a little more worrisome with her hand on her face. But you know, this card is typically about going within, resting, meditative, like really thinking about things and how you want things to be. Again, like a meditative state. I don't normally, I don't read a 4 of Swords as a bad card. It's just a card of pause and really, just really figuring out what you want. I'm also being guided to say, be careful of how much you get stuck in your own head, especially if the skies are bright blue outside. You know, if you're feeling like very, very stuck this week and stuck in this energy and it doesn't feel good for you, then make sure you're also, connecting with nature and getting outside is a message that's coming through for a lot of you guys. So also with the moon here, though, I feel like a lot of you guys are contemplating the duality you have within you. So I know just from a lot of friends and collective energy, a lot of people have been working on a lot of shadow aspects, or shadow aspects of yourself has been coming up lately in the collective, so to speak. So for you guys picking this pile, you may be dealing with some of that, or trying to avoid dealing with some of the shadow side, or the darker side of things. And that's not necessarily bad. We all have a duality within us, and we kind of have to learn to love the both sides. So maybe this is a little bit of a week of you guys really investigating and really figuring out what your shadows are, and learning to embrace those as much as you embrace your light. And the moon is a lot about, things coming into view, coming into focus, fears, things like that. But the moon is such a beautiful energy. So I'm just hearing you guys are going to be like diving in deep and really looking at things. I keep getting drawn to this window. So it might just be one person. If you're in this energy and it's sitting, feeling really bad, I'm just being guided to say, ground yourself in nature. Take that as you will. Maybe ground yourself outside. We just finished a new moon, so our full moon. Yeah, let's see what other, and with this path here, it's kind of scary. But I feel like you guys are going to be facing your fears. You've been thinking about it a lot, and you're figuring out which way you want to go and which way you want to reveal yourself to the world. I'm hearing trust in all parts of yourself. And if you've been fearful to come out and really express who you truly are, maybe it's time to really move forward with that and examine that. Don't let fears hold you back or make you feel stagnant. All right, I don't think any other messages are coming through right now for that, so let me keep going with our cards. So this is from this Sacred Spirit reading cards. So you guys got expansion, educate your mind and senses. So again, this is very much like someone, like very phoenixy kind of looking card, but someone that's been like almost incubating or hibernating within themselves, and they're ready to break out. It's time for you to expand and really, like there's just so much in you. I think there's so much fire in you that you've maybe held back for so long out of fear of what people think or what they're going to say. It's time to open up who you really are to the world. We have the world in this card. This person's breaking out. We have a lot of fiery colors. So, it could be like a creative side of yourself you've been holding back. Just this passion that's within you that you've felt the need to like hide away. This week, I think you're going to be really breaking out and stepping into your own. All right, what else do we have? We have wisdom. Your divine inner wisdom is always available to you. So it's more also like about trusting that inner voice you have, your intuition, that inner wisdom. We all have it. We just have to learn to listen to it. And that's reminding me of like also with the Four of Swords here, maybe, and I talk about this a lot, but it's important. Learning to develop a meditation practice, even if it's 5 or 10 minutes a day, a guided meditation, something even, just on mindfulness or abundance or self-love, or there's so many subjects out there for just beautifully done meditations that are a little bit, I think guided meditations are easier, especially if you're in the beginning, because you're kind of having something to focus on, or people do breath work or have a mantra, things like that. But I think guided meditations are always a great start, but it's another way to help tap in and really hone in to your intuition and what your inner voice is. Because when you kind of silence all the outside world, you kind of go within, you kind of really realize what all your answers are in you the whole time, because your soul already knows. So it's just a big week of you guys really trusting and really opening up. So for love, I just pulled a Power of Love card this week. So you guys got tolerance. It says you appreciate other points of view because you sense love in everyone. So okay, so the message that's kind of coming through for this is I have a feeling you guys are very tolerant of other people, but you almost don't give someone the, like you respect other people's, visions and what they want to do and stuff like that, but you're almost fearful to step into what you want to do because you're afraid that someone won't be tolerant of you. And I'm being guided just to say, give other people the opportunity to pay back your tolerance, kindness back to you, because people love you and they want to accept you as you are. If you're also dealing with something where you're not being tolerant of someone else or not being respectful of their opinions, it's also a little nudge for anyone feeling that, just to let people be who they are and allow people to give you that respect back. And sometimes you won't know that people can do that unless you give them the chance to do that. All right, I also pulled a Moonology card for you guys before we get into the charms and letters. You guys got, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Again, I think it's any fears that are holding you back. I know I'm really harping on this subject for this pile, so that doesn't feel right for you, then maybe this wasn't your pile, but it's like you guys are on the edge of just busting out, but it's just going to take that almost leap of faith, you know, this really trusting in yourself and not worrying what anyone else thinks, what anyone else is going to say. Stop looking at like what could go wrong and look at what could go right. Like there's so many quotes out there for that I could just ramble forever, but I just think you guys are really going to be owning your power this week and really stepping into it, breaking through fears, or, you know, and if some of you guys aren't quite there, then it's going to be a time where you're kind of evaluating what you really want and where you want to go and figuring out who you are. But a lot of that is going to take some silence and going within and loving all the aspects of yourself this week. So shadow aspects are just as needed as light aspects, you know. Again, duality, there's polarity in everything in this world. So we just the more you embrace it and learn to the different aspects of yourself, the better off you'll be and well-rounded, and it's about balance. So, okay, now that I've harped on that for so long, let's pull your guys' charms and letters. I know that's a little more fun. This is kind of I usually kind of do a happy-go-lucky. This one got a little intense, so hopefully you guys can appreciate that. All right, so let's see for your zodiac for this week. Who are you dealing with? We have a Taurus. So, all right, so Taurus could be involved in your week, or another, for some reason I'm getting, or an earth sign. But Taurus is the main focus, earth sign there. Okay, and then some letters. So we have D-O-F. U, R, and A. So, how do I go? I know it says do far, but I'm hearing like go far in my head. Anyway, so there's your letters. You guys always come up with cool words that I never see, but these could be letters. This could be like initials or someone's initials, or a place or abbreviation for something that's important to you. I keep hearing go far. You're going to go far. You're going to go far. That just keeps coming through for me. All right, so let's pull some charms. My nose is itching, so that might be a nod to somebody. Wow, it's like I'm about to have an allergy attack here. So I always share those kind of things because for some reason someone's like, oh, this or whatever. So if it sounds weird to you, just deal with it. It's for somebody. I keep hearing you know, like my nose, like you know. Not sure what you know, but you know something. All right, so you guys got the little birdhouse here. I love that. You guys have the number 5. You have gentle. I'm hearing be gentle with your soul. You have a starfish. You have the elephant, and you have love with an arrow. Again, kind of this like forward momentum, like you're going forward. If some of you guys felt like you've been pulled back lately, remember, in order for an arrow to go forward, it has to be pulled back first. So sometimes it takes a couple steps back in order to propel forward with that oomph that you need. Some of you guys have maybe been in a pause. I know I have kind of been in a forced pause by my guides and stuff, and why I haven't been putting out as much videos. I've just been guided to do nothing, which is very weird for me, but I feel like I'm starting to get back into that momentum. So, all right, enough about me. So anyways, but love. So I think love is coming forward for a lot of you guys this week. Some of you guys may be looking for a new home or building a new home, fixing up your home. I'm hearing organize, get things organized. I guess isn't a stretch for the time of year that it is. A lot of people do that kind of stuff. But I'm hearing make your home your sanctuary, even if it's just part of your home. Like if you can't spend money and do all this stuff that you want to do, maybe you have all these grand ideas, I'm hearing like make a little section either of a room or something that is like your personal paradise. Maybe someone will be creating a meditation corner or something, I don't know. But I'm just hearing make your home like your sanctuary, like it's your safe haven for you. Yeah, we have gentle, so I'm hearing be gentle with yourself during this process. We have a starfish. A starfish can be like an actual star, having hope, wishing on a star, or some of you guys, the beach could be important, getting back into nature. And then we have our elephant. So my elephant, usually for me, elephants never really forget. So sometimes this can be about knowledge. This can be about remembering something coming to light for me. Sometimes nostalgic kind of feelings this week could come in with the elephants as well. All right, so I'll let you guys look at that for a minute. I know there wasn't too many charms. You had a lot of letters. So hopefully this helps. As always, I appreciate you guys being here for me in these readings. I love some of you guys come back and tell me like a week later, like, oh my God, so much of that came true. I love hearing that. So feel free to do that as well. Or if you have to come back and re-listen to remember what was even said, I always appreciate that too. So thank you guys so much. I look forward to seeing you in a future reading. I'm going to try to be putting more out, and I hope all is well. Bye guys. If you're sitting there, hello. Need to get some water. So parched. Hopefully you're not sitting there while I'm chugging water and okay. Sorry. All right. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 2. You guys picked the Eye of Shiva, which is a fossilized shell. It's so cool. And this one happens to be notched into, gnat fly my face, notched into a heart. So very cool. This one makes a lot of appearances in my readings. A lot of you guys like that, this little shell. All right, so what can you guys expect for the week ahead? We are going to pull your tarot first. So overall energies, this little gnat, I don't know where that came from. Okay, all right, you guys got 9 of Wands and 6 of Cups. Okay. I try to keep these happy-go-lucky. Pile 1 was pretty intense, so the message that's coming through, there's a couple, so I'm going to go over a couple, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Just respect that if the message wasn't for you, it's for somebody else. If anyone is holding a grudge about, okay, it's not a grudge, sorry. Okay, I don't like getting into this stuff on these, but I'll just go through this real quick. Childhood wounds. If anyone has had walls up because of childhood wounds, it's time to examine that. Time to see how much that's holding you back. Just a nod to letting things from the past go. It's okay that you maybe have developed these defense mechanisms because of something that happened to you as a child, but just examine how much they're serving you now. All right. Hopefully I got that message out of the way. My guides will leave me alone and let me finish this. So, all right, overall energy. So some of you guys may be feeling guarded this week, but sometimes, this 9 of Wands can be like a defensive mode. Like she's like ready for battle. Like she's actually been through it, but she's ready to keep her guard up. And sometimes that is needed. I'm hearing you're going to be like fighting for some, or like standing your ground this week, but it's going to be needed. And not in a bad way, but I'm hearing keep your edges soft, but your resolve firm. No, that's the message that came through for this. I feel like there's more, but I'm going to jump over here. So for 6 of Cups, for me personally, when I'm doing my love readings, it tends to be one of my soul level connection cards. So I will add that in. Could be like soulmate energy kind of coming in. Also, sometimes, someone coming in from your past, childhood stuff. That's why that message came through for somebody. Yeah, the childhood wound thing is for somebody or multiple people, because with this color in here too. All right, I said I wasn't going to harp on that. I'm sorry. They keep throwing messages at me, and if I don't get them out, like, I know I don't talk about my process too much, but sometimes if you guys hear me stumbling through something or I'm trying to get something out and then I have to say some weird off thing, it's because they are not allowing me to move past it until I say it. And I'm like, I don't want to talk about this right now. But anyways, so what we're respecting those other people for those messages and honoring their soul needing to hear that. But for the rest of you guys, and I'm hearing like, and actually the way this is viewed to me is like, you know, our cups are our emotions. A lot of time we view them as love. And I'm hearing like someone is going to be offering you some love from your past, or, you know, some people may have people from their past popping back up and offering like a gesture of love or a memory of love. Or, you know, someone might come back in and be like, hey, you know, I was thinking about you and do you remember this time, blah, blah, blah. So I feel like that's coming through. But I'm hearing, you know, for some of you guys, use your discernment on what this person is coming back around for. So just keep your guard up a little bit. You don't, again, soften your edges, harden your resolve. That is a message that I don't know if I've heard it put that way, but that's coming through. I don't know if that's a saying. That's just what they're giving me. But then also just a lot of reminiscing. I'm seeing someone flipping through old pictures, you know, because this isn't always necessarily romantic love. This can be family love, things like that. All right, but I'm going to keep going because I feel like we've been there for a long time. So from the deck that Taylor lovely donated to the channel for all of us, or I pulled a sacred spirit card for you guys. So, okay, I might pull up the thing. So spiritual evolution this week, guys, and it says, set your heart free. I'm being told there's another message in this, so hold on a second. Okay, so I can even show you guys. It says spiritual evolution, forgiveness and compassion is needed now. Set your heart free. It's back to like that overall. It doesn't necessarily have to be childhood wounds or something, but if there is something that, like a grudge or something you're holding on that isn't serving you because you're just damaging yourself by holding on to this anger, it's time to let that go. And it's really going to help you evolve spiritually and set your own heart free. Like, don't let someone else's action from their past damage your heart now. So let that go, let that go, let that go. All right. So for love, I just pulled a power of love card this week. So it's kind of could be focus or things like that. So you guys have willingness. It says you are able to compromise if the end result is love. So it's kind of like this whole, like, there could be a mending of something, a relationship coming back and mending in a beautiful way, but it might take some willingness to compromise, willingness to forgive things. With all this blue, I'm hearing like a truth. Like a truth is going to be enlightened this week. You're going to maybe find out how someone actually felt about you. Maybe someone did you wrong and you kind of had your wall up about them. So some truth is coming to light this week that you know, could involve you just having to forgive someone's past behaviors because they were doing what they knew what to do too. All right, so next card, you guys have determination. Determination is a passion for pursuit, leading you on path of personal achievement. So, you know, you guys could be focusing and really finding what you want to do. I know around the new year, people tend to get a little more motivated, determined towards what they want to go after. I keep hearing truth. I keep seeing this blue. I don't know if I've ever noticed that she's wearing blue before in this card, but they're just drawing me into all the blue. So I keep hearing the truths are going to be revealed and following your own truth and what's best for you. Like if it doesn't feel right to forgive this person, then maybe that's not it. Maybe someone will be forgiving you for something, but I just keep hearing follow your truth and what's true for you. Regardless of what that is, this is your life and you need to rock it, so to speak. Okay, and then for Moonology, you guys have your commitment is being tested, first quarter moon. Yeah, maybe that's why, you know, this card can be someone ready for another fight, like ready for another battle. So there could be something that your commitment on something, but for some reason I feel like that's work related. Your commitment could be tested. So you may have something come up that's just going to, like, you feel like it's a test, but it's just going to be testing your ability to rise above things, compromise, and put love first. I know that's not always easy because you feel like no one wants to be the doormat, right? But sometimes love is always the answer. But when you can step back and see past things and just truly come from a loving space, but also loving yourself. But just know you might be a little tested this week. All right, so let's pull your guys' charms and letters. We're going to, I just have to point out it was on Cancer. I don't know why they're having me do that. So Cancer might be important to somebody, but I'm going to see what zodiac sign you guys are dealing with this week. All right, that is Aries. So you guys have Aries. So an air fire sign, but I don't know, it was on, they're I don't know, having me mention Cancer as well. So let me do letters first. So these could be initials, it could be a place, something like that, can spell a word. We'll see what comes up for pile 2's letters, please. Okay, all right. So we have a P, an H, an R, and a Z. I got purr. Somebody purrs. No, but could mean lots of things to you guys, but those are your letters. And then let's pull some charms. So for pile 2, any more messages about their week? Love some lighter messages, right? This is a little bit heavy. Okay. All right. We got that skeleton, that past, like things hiding away. Having a skeleton in your closet. Okay, you guys got this little Harry Potter, then 9 3/4 King's Crossing. So I'm hearing magic. You guys also got you got a lot of, you got Pisces, we got Sagittarius in here. So, you know, before we had what, Aries and Cancer. So fire and water. You guys have the number 3. We have another letter. We have a C. We have an anchor with a wheel. We have double hearts, so there's some love in there. Ooh, we have my little, this is the Lepus constellation, so we could have some starseeds watching, because that's personally my, where I'm from starseed wise, from Nihal, which is in the Lepus constellation. We have another love and infinity, so a love lasting forever. So yeah, again, it could be a love circling back around. It could explode for some of you guys. We have the rocket ship, and I'm hearing like this passionate love is going to be going forward this week, and it's time to believe that that can happen for you. But there, yeah, some truths are going to be coming to light. Some secrets going to be let out this week. That could be from you, it could be from somebody else. But again, I keep getting this, the truth will be revealed. And it's time to believe that that can happen, and you'll finally figure out like all the, maybe you've been having all these questions, like you rattling around your head, like why this, and you never had the answers. I feel like the answers are coming through this week. Yeah, we have 3 on here. But yeah, we have the rocket ship and another, you know, the constellation. So, you know, look to the stars. Keep getting some starseed kind of stuff coming through. I think oh, and I didn't talk about this. So with the anchor and the wheel, I feel like you're going to be feeling like you're going to be able to anchor, or some of you guys could be pulling up your anchor and moving forward on something, like letting things go and guiding your own wheel, or you could be dropping down anchor. That kind of goes both ways, and a lot of people watch these, so it's going to be a little specific to somebody, and sometimes just the anchor means something for somebody. So sometimes these charms are just like a nod, a personal nod to somebody watching. So I think that's about it, guys. I don't really have anything else coming through over what I've already kind of gone down the rabbit hole on. But as always, I appreciate you guys being here with me for these readings. I look forward to seeing you guys in future readings. And if you want to come back in a week and let me know if any of the stuff came true, I always love hearing that. And as always, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in a future reading. Sitting there, sorry, I'm parched today. Hello, 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 my lovely friends for pile 3. You guys picked my, My favorite little origami ceramic birds. Everybody seems to love that little guy. I haven't used him in a while. So we are going to see what is going on in the week ahead, what you guys can have in store. We'll start with tarot for an overall energy. You guys have a Knight of Cups and the Hierophant. Okay, so a couple messages are coming through. Some of you guys could be having someone come in that makes a love offer. The Knight of Cups isn't always the most, it's a little bit more Casanova player vibe, but I'm hearing you're going to stand in your power no matter what comes at you this week. So that's one of the messages that's coming through. I also have a message of higher learning or going after what fills your own cup. Like if you look, she's very, very focused on looking at this cup, like the love that's within it and what she needs. And I can't tell if it's empty or full, but what is needed to put in that cup to move forward. And so maybe this week for a lot of you guys, it could be standing in your own power, doing what you need to do. And if that involves you learning something, you know, the Hierophant is sometimes about student teacher. It can also be a traditional kind of thing. It can be marriage, things like that as well. But like I'm being drawn into the key here. So I'm hearing you are the key, and standing in your power and knowing what you want to fill your own cup is really going to propel you this week and your forward movements. Regardless of what anybody comes at you with, you're going to be feeling very strong this week. She's wearing like a red dress in here. So I'm hearing, you know, like your root chakra, but you're going to be feeling very much in your power. Yeah, so you're very grounded, very in your power, very stable. No matter what comes to you, no matter what offers are brought to you, you're going to be able to decide what is right for you. The Hierophant's also a 5, which so could be a change. So this could be a shift in your own, like, maybe you've never stood your ground before and you're really just going to be feeling very stable and doing what's right for you. And then if we're being like a little more lighthearted, I've been a little intense in this reading so thus far. So being a little more lighthearted, you guys could be getting like a little offer of love, someone like that, you know, finding out a truth, finding out how someone feels about you for the first time in a while. It's going to unlock something in you. Maybe you're going to feel more confident because this person finally like told you that they liked you. I don't know. That's like the lighter side of that. So from the Sacred Spirit reading cards that Taylor lovingly sent the channel, if you guys ever want to donate a deck to the channel, I do have a Amazon wish list. You're more than welcome to purchase a deck for the channel and we'll use it here. So it's kind of like love for everybody. So I pulled one for you guys and you guys got Third Eye Vision, Reclaim Your Mind. I want to read, I know in the book, I just got these, so I haven't really got a chance to look over it. It says, liberate your vulnerability and reclaim your mind. So I'm hearing like you're going to be able to see things clearly this week. You're going to be able to tap in with your intuition, really to see the truth of things. It's kind of been a very defining message throughout this whole reading and all the piles, is this sense of like knowing your truth, but you guys are feeling more in the power of all the piles, like very much standing in your power. You're going to be able to see through anything that isn't right for you and be able to figure out like once and for all where your power lies, what you want. And this is a week about you and your strength. And really, you know, some of you guys could be tapping into maybe having a third eye opening. Maybe if you're interested by that, you're like start researching your third eye chakra, what you can do to really open and tap in and tune into your third eye, to help with, you know, gifts, spiritual gifts, things like that. If that interests you, if not, just know that you're going to be able to see things clearly this week. So for love, I kind of just pulled a Power of Love card. I don't look at these beforehand. You guys got vision, you know, and I have to notice this is third eye vision. You got vision. It says, no matter what, you see the big picture of a loving, just universe. So again, it's going to be like a week of clarity for you guys, strong clarity. So if you guys have not been feeling there, just know this week is really going to be empowering for you. And that's a really beautiful thing. You guys got euphoria. It says euphoria will amplify your awareness of beauty that life has to offer. So maybe it's just even a shift of feeling in power and seeing things differently, and you're going to be feeling euphoric. You guys just have a strong, powerful, high vibey feeling coming off of this reading. Like I feel like so strong and in such a beautiful, amazing way. So you guys could just be coming into like really just seeing things clearly, feeling like you know what you're doing finally, and really euphoric about it all. So euphoria is just that feeling of just pure, just I'm hearing enlightenment, but you know, with this card here too, that's not a far stretch. So, but just euphoria is just overall happy and just feeling euphoric, for a better sense of the word. But you're just going to be feeling like so secure, but in a beautiful way. Like you're blossoming. I'm seeing like an actual flower opening right now is what they're showing me. So it's just like you guys are going to be opening up and like blooming into who you were always meant to be, kind of thing. Oh. And then for, you know, I didn't do too much on love this week, but you guys got the new moon in Libra. It says a new romantic cycle begins. So for a lot of you guys, there could be, you know, this new person coming in, a new cycle beginning. But I think it's a lot of your confidence you're developing this week is really just going to make you that much more attractive to somebody, or someone might be seeing you in a different light as you stand into your power. And that's going to cause a new romantic cycle to begin. Very cool. So let's get into some letters, charms, and our zodiac sign. So what sign could you guys be dealing with this week? You guys have, this is Gemini, right? I'm the worst sometimes. Yeah, that's Gemini. Okay. Sorry. I think. Oh my gosh, why do I do this? I always do this. I don't know why I can never remember these signs, and you guys catch me not knowing what I'm doing. I don't know why I always forget the symbols. Don't judge, please. I'm pretty sure it's Gemini. You guys probably are screaming, it's Gemini, but I have to look it up. Zodiac symbols. I know better. I don't know why I blank out on these all the time. Yep, Gemini. All right, should trust myself. Gemini. I just don't want to be wrong, and I'm okay with admitting if I'm wrong or looking silly in front of you guys to make sure that I'm right. I do it for you guys. All right. So, all right. So what's your letters? You guys are like, get to the point. Whoa, we got a lot of, we got GD. Oh, another D popped out. So I'm going to take it. DD might be important for somebody. All right. So you got awesome getting giddy. You guys could be having a giddy week. It's that euphoric giddy. All right, so we have GIDDYXPH. PHX, is that like Phoenix's airport code? I don't know why that's popping up in my head. So someone might be flying to Phoenix this week. That just came through. So those are your letters. Feel free to make up words if it's important to you. It could be a place. It could be a airport symbol. I mean, I don't live close to there, but I've flown into Phoenix before. Okay, so let's see your charms. This pile, you guys have me like, I feel like euphorically strong. It's euphoria for me is usually like almost lighthearted, hee hee, but I feel like so in depth. So hopefully you guys are feeling that. Hopefully you guys are feeling your power this week, because it is intense tapping into this energy right now, like in the best way possible. Okay, we got a lot of charms. So we have like always. Oh, this came up in my last one. This is a starseed thing. So this is a constellation for Lepus, which is the hare, which is actually like there's a star system in there called Nihal that I'm a starseed from. So some of you guys could be starseeds in this group. All right, what else do we got? We got 2 unicorns, so very unique. We got another letter. We got an R. We got this happy cat. Someone. Never mind, I can't say that. What I was just going to say. Anyways, my true friends will know I was about to go bad on that. Okay, so we got a happy cat. We have an owl. So I'm hearing knowledge. That wisdom is stepping in. That knowing is stepping in, and trusting your knowing. Like you're tapping into your third eye is a lot about trusting. You know, I say this a lot on my channel. Trusting the crazy that comes in, because, and I've learned to do that. I've learned just to say whatever comes up, because it's always for somebody, and it's such an honor that I get to share that. So you guys have a fleur-de-lis, so New Orleans. We have a palm tree. So palm trees for me are a sign of stability. I'm in a place where we have hurricanes a lot. And so A palm tree is flexible yet strong. So when my palm trees pop up, there might be something that you guys need to be flexible about, but just know you'll keep your strength. Like you'll pop right back up. So as a hurricane comes in, all these palm trees kind of almost get bent over, but they're built that way to pop back up. It's not very often you actually see like a palm tree get uprooted during a horrible storm, but they're built for that. So it's like you're built for this mission. You're built to pop back no matter what comes at you, no matter how much you bent, you're not broken, and you're going to pop back up. So we have a little shoe. So someone could be coming in like knight in shining armor, your Prince Charming with your Cinderella shoe. I have an elephant, so that's usually also a reminiscent kind of thing for me because elephants never forget. So it could be remembering something, remember who you are, that kind of thing. We have a shell here, so the beach might be important to some of you guys this week. Travel might be important. I know I was getting the airport sign for that, but it could just be travel in general. Maybe you're traveling somewhere with a beach. Maybe you're going to come visit me in Florida where I live. I don't know. I live like 2 miles from the beach. I'm very lucky. I know that. Except when these hurricanes. All right, and then we have 2 unicorns. So I'm hearing double twin unicorns. That message wanted to come out. So double the excitement and the uniqueness and the euphoria is kind of coming in. So I don't know if any other messages. I think that might be it. French provincial just popped in. I don't know. This is going to be weird. This is one of those weird things. Someone's going to be looking at French provincial furniture this week. Or maybe someone's going to gift you that and I'm being told take it. I don't know. Anyways, so all right, guys. Oh, and you had like and always. So you're always going to like where you are. I think that's it. Wow. I hope you guys feel that. Like the energy is intense in such an amazing way. I feel very honored to tap into that, but I feel like I need a nap. It's woo! So you guys are awesome as always. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm very honored that you guys spend your time with me, rambling away, figuring out what's going on. You guys are the best. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye, guys.